mamamatay. Pag namatay ka, labot ka sa akin.
Now that's a teaser trailer for Bula sa Langit, an entry to this year's Cinemalaya Independent Film Festival. The film explores the story of a traumatized soldier who comes home from a war in Marawi and struggles to reconnect with his loved ones. Now joining us now live via Zoom are the director. We have Sheenly Gener and the main actor of the film, Gio Gahol. Good morning to you both. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Direk, ikaw muna, okay? This was supposed to be, okay, part of the 2020 Cinemalaya Film Fest, but for obvious reasons it didn't push through, and now it's finally here. Ano ba talaga to, Direk? Perfect timing? Are you excited? Are you nervous, especially for this year's edition, because it's balik on-site screening na ang Cinemalaya?
Yes po. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we all know gaano kahirap gumawa ng pelikula pre-pandemic. Lalo na ngayon na may pandemic pa rin. And I am grateful to my producers, my sponsors, my key staff, production and crew, and my actors who made this film possible and talagang mag-push through. And to those who chose to donate, kasi nag-crowdfund kami, it's still ongoing until now. So thank you for those who chose to donate and to support this film kahit na mahirap ang buhay at may pinagdadaanan lahat ng tao. And we are hopeful na sana wala masyadong cases na tumaas para masaya ang screening this August.
Now, Sheenly, a little bit more. She's a little bit more about this film, no? Bakit Bula sa Langit? What is it about, Direk?
Well, as you mentioned kanina, it's about a soldier's homecoming and his relationship with people around him post-war, given na meron siyang pinagdadaanan na baon from the gera. It's really about finding hope and finding that reason to soldier on, to continue with every day and with whatever it is that you're going through.
Okay, so Gio, the spotlight is on you because you play the role of the traumatized soldier. I mean, what's your character like? How did you prepare for it? I mean, how was your evolution as a character in this film?
Well, okay, so my character is Wesley Villanueva, and he went to battle in Marawi in 2017. And then after a grueling number of months in war, he finally comes home to Manila to reunite with his girlfriend, Ritz, and his family. And really the story revolves around how not just his life has changed because of war, but also because how this affects the lives of the people close to him. Of course, there are a lot of battle scars, the ones that are seen, the physical battle scars that he gets, but also there's, as Sheenly already mentioned, there's also an internal struggle, an internal pain that is caused by, just having all these emotional wounds from experiencing pain and war and destruction firsthand, and also witnessing it. That's a combination of both. So it really digs deep into your not just your body, but really deep into your spirit when that happens to you, right? So yeah, my preparation, we really didn't have a lot of time to prepare. If we could talk about all the preparations that Sheenly had to do to get this thing started, but it's gonna take a long time. So at least on my end, it was really just reading the script over and over again and consulting with my co-actor, Kate Alejandrino, on how we should go about the script and our scenes and how to tell the story the best way that we could.
Did this also put maybe the soldiers that were actually in Marawi, did this shed some light as to the challenges that they had to go through and maybe what they're currently still going through, Gio?
Absolutely. We were grateful, and we were fortunate enough to have actual soldiers who were deployed in Marawi in 2017 with us on the set So really just talking to them about their experiences, even just the general experiences of every soldier, not just specific to Marawi. I guess it gave me a lot of insight as to how I could best portray Wesley. And you know, we at least personally, I also deal with some mental health issues. So when they were talking to me about war shock or PTSD, there were some parts of it I could understand clearly, because it's, you know, it all boils down to, it's just this kind of anxiety that just gets blown out of proportion, because when you're at war, it's an everyday occurrence. You sleep when you go to bed, you're at war. When you wake up the next morning, nothing really changes. You're still at war. So, and you have to deal with that every single day. So yeah, that really helped a lot of us, not just me, not just because I was playing the character of Wesley, but also it provided insight for my co-actors who had to deal with Wesley, at least the characters who had to deal with Wesley throughout the story.
Now, Direk Sheenly, ikaw naman, I mean, of course, he mentioned a little bit, Gio mentioned a little bit about, you know, some of the challenges in terms of getting ready for this film. Aside from that, okay, you had to go through, what were the challenges that you had to go through to go shoot this film? We understand that you actually had, what, over 30 people, a 30 crew for this film, Bula sa Langit. And not only that, but congratulations, this is your full-length directorial debut. Maraming ganap, Sheenly.
Yes po, marami. Actually, nag-pitch kami nito 3 years ago pa. So when it was announced in 2020, we pitched a year before that, 2019. Super maraming challenges, kagaya ng mga batchmates ko rin sa Cinemalaya, because we had to go through revisions, casting, tapos the pandemic happened when you're about to do the ocular, and then you had to recast again, and then you had to look for producers. And especially for me, it was extra challenging because, as you've mentioned, it's my first time directing a full-length na film. And medyo mahirap mag-take ng risk, especially sa time din ng pandemic. And given na even if you prepare, you'll never know, baka mag-lockdown ulit or baka magkaroon ulit ng restrictions dun sa location mo, or on the day ng testing mag-positive yung isa sa crew mo or sa actors mo, and there's always that danger. And so para medyo mag-adjust kami dun sa ganong klase ng normal, we just had to keep the faith and just pray na it will push through, if it will push through.
Sheenly, I mean, just for the benefit of our viewers, okay, so you're a renowned actress, you know, you've worked with the best directors that we have here. So you've been on both sides of the fence. What would you say would be the one thing that you, being a first-time director now, would say, like, okay, this is something I'll never do, because this is something that I've learned? Or, you know, what is the biggest takeaway that you have now that you are actually in the director's chair and taking care of Gio and the rest of your crew?
Okay. Before ako mag-direct, I told myself that I have to make sure that I know how to command dun sa set, and at the same time ayokong maging diktador din. So there's that gentle strength that I had to practice before going to the shoot. Kasi as an actor din, medyo malakas ang conviction ko so as to how I portray the truth. And I have to balance that with how I direct Gio and Kate, who are wonderful actors. And so kailangan andun yung balance, andun yung collaboration, because it's always a constant reminder that aside from you have to be kind sa set, you have to understand that it's a collaboration. It's not just your film. It won't be possible without these people around you na at times if you're if you're kulang sa tulog, if you're hot-headed, you might misunderstand. But that really, at the end of the day, these people are with you because they want you to tell the story the best way possible. So everybody's a collaborator, and you have to constantly keep that in mind.
All right. Well, the Cinemalaya Film Fest starts August 5th. Thank you once again for joining us. We have Direct Sheenly Gener and, of course, Gio Gahol of Bula sa Langit.